You have been told the secret does not exist, that the billionaire and the broke man begin at the same place, that wealth is simply luck disguised as effort, that the gap between where you are and where they are is merely circumstance. But you have always known that that is not the truth, have you not? Because somewhere deep beneath the noise of a life spent merely surviving, you have felt it. The inexplicable certainty that there is something the wealthiest people on earth understand, that you were never shown. Something ancient, something quiet, something they guard, not with walls or lawyers, but with silence. Today, you find out what it is. Imagine you are 27 years old. You are sitting in a meeting room that does not belong to you, in a building you did not build, producing results that will make someone else wealthy. You are not unhappy exactly. You are something more dangerous than unhappy. You are comfortable. And then one evening, through a sequence of events so ordinary they feel almost designed, you find yourself seated across a dinner table from a man worth more than your entire neighborhood will ever produce in 10 lifetimes. He is not what you expected. He does not perform his wealth. He does not fill the room with his opinions. He simply listens with the quiet patience of someone who has already decided the outcome of every conversation before it begins. At some point in the evening, you cannot recall exactly when, he turns to you and he asks you one question, not about your job, not about your ambitions, not about your goals. He asks you this: what would you build if you already believed you would succeed? You do not answer immediately, because for the first time in your adult life, you are confronted with a truth so obvious and so devastating that you cannot believe it took this long to see it. You have never asked yourself that question. Not once. Every plan you have ever made began with doubt as its foundation. Every dream you have ever nurtured was quietly strangled by the question, but what if it does not work? And in doing so, you never truly began. You only ever prepared to begin. He watches you arrive at the realization, and then he says something you will carry for the rest of your life. The secret is not strategy. It is not capital. It is not network or timing or intelligence. The secret is that the billionaire decided something before any of those things existed. He decided, with the totalizing certainty of a man closing a door on an old life, that failure was simply not one of his available options. Not blind optimism, not arrogance, but a quiet and immovable commitment to his own inevitability. He did not hope to succeed. He arranged his entire existence around the assumption that he already had. You leave that dinner table a different version of yourself, not because of anything dramatic that was said, but because you finally understand that the most catastrophic poverty a human being can experience has nothing to do with money. It is the poverty of belief, the slow bankruptcy of a mind that was never given permission to assume its own greatness. The secret of billionaires is not what they have. It is what they decided before they had any of it. They decided that their vision was not a wish, it was a prophecy, and they spent every day of their lives making the world agree. You are not poor because you lack resources. You are not stuck because the world is against you. You are where you are because somewhere along the path, you stopped believing that where you wanted to go was actually meant for you. Change that one belief. Not the strategy, not the plan, not the work ethic. Change the foundational assumption you carry about your own inevitability, and watch how violently the world rearranges itself around you. Billionaires did not find a secret. They made a decision. The only question left is when you will make yours.